Tony, Chief Thinking Guy for TrackME New Zealand. This is a presentation on TrackME New Zealand's Garmin inReaches and the introduction to using Salus Professional. First of all, an introduction to TrackME New Zealand. You'll find us at trackme.nz or trackme.life. And within that website you'll see the ability for you to see our mapping solution. The central one here is about managing our devices and then also our products. We also have a number of other tiles on the site which include the hires and lease of our devices, and also our plans, our downloads and our terms and conditions, etc., and our shop, our online store from this site as well. So the inReaches that we support the older model of DeLorme inReach as well as the new Garmin Explorer SE and the 66i and the Garmin Mini. Some of the key features about using inReaches are that they have a two-way satellite messaging. We have 4 preset message options, including the SOS. We run tracking points every 10 minutes. We pair with a smartphone app for advanced functions. We set them to auto track, and they've got a rechargeable internal battery. The new 66i has a 3100 mAh rechargeable lithium polymer battery in it, and the little Mini has a 1500 mAh rechargeable lithium battery in it. So in our solution for covering remote workers, we've named our product Salus. Salus is the Greek word for the God for the health and safety. In consideration of creating a Salus profile, we have to look at what check-in system do we want to use. Are our workers in a hazardous environment? Who will monitor the messages? Who will react in an emergency? So using www.saluspro.co.nz will take you straight into our portal, and all our profiles are set up by our administration. Salus Professional Management Portal, you're able to see all of your devices all in one place, and you're able to also edit the messages, see a history of their messages, do the contact details, look at their last known locations, connect to their website, that individual tracking sites for them, and also send the message direct to the device. Under the Manage By section here, you can see these listed device addresses. They're for putting into our app so that you can see that device contained within our application. So looking at a couple of the different types of profiles, we'll call this one Profile 1. This is for a service tech that's asked for an hourly or 2-hourly automatic setup. So they're going to be used 24/7. An OK is required inside every hour to keep the profile active. We've got it on a 15-minute alert timer. These people often working alone and in dangerous situations. The way to start the profile timer is to send an OK preset message. They'll send the same message to check in every hour or 2 hours depending on their setup. And the window that we open it up for is 15 minutes before and 45 minutes after. The reminder is sent at 60 minutes, and the maximum time that they will have between check-ins is 75 minutes. So in a real life situation, they start their daily profile with preset OK message. They check in every hour with a preset OK message, and they suspend it or end their day with the preset custom message, and we have an overdue tolerance of 15 minutes. The second type of profile might be set up for a sales or service timer. Available 7 days. OK is required at preset times, so we may set up a preset time. We're running this a little bit more relaxed. They have a 30-minute alert timer on them, so their window is 60 minutes before their preset time and then up to 30 minutes after, and their reminder is set to 30 minutes after they're due to check in, and giving them a 30-minute grace period to answer that reminder. So for example, we're going to set up some predetermined times here at 8 AM, 12 PM and 5 PM. The check-in for that is you can check in up to 60 minutes prior and up to 30 minutes after. But if you haven't checked in by, say, 12:30, at 12:31 a reminder is sent to the device. And by 1 o'clock, if you haven't checked in, then an alert is raised. So you can give the overdue tolerance there of 60 minutes. And that's for workers that are working in a not so critical environment, maybe interacting with people as well. But you've put the predefined times in there to allow people like sales staff to have an idea of exactly when they're going to be checking in during the day, and they're not under as much hazard when it comes to being around hazards. So what does the profile look like? So what we've done here is we've set one up, and so Kerry is a field worker for a service company, sends them out to the most remote country, often alone. The manager has supplied him with a Garmin inReach and asked to follow the timetable below. So they're going to start the profile, so whenever Kerry leaves the yard, they're going to send a preset OK message. Their check-in schedule is inside every hour. They must see at least one preset OK. They can send more, and some companies ask their service techs to send them every 30 minutes. But they have a protocol in place that they'll only follow it up if they miss 2 or 3 presets. So this is where we set it up to be inside the hour when we must see at least one preset. The reminder is activated at the hour plus 45 minutes. So by 45 minutes after the hour, if we haven't seen an OK message, because we have a 15-minute layover, we'll send that alert at 60 minutes. And I'll show you an example of that shortly. So to end the profile, they'll send a custom preset message. So on starting work, Kerry turns on the inReach. It's already tracking. We've set it up to auto track. Sends a simple preset message, preset 1, OK. So you can see here when you look on the Explorer, for example, you'll see Salus Pro and OK at the top of the preset list. Kerry starts work as the profile has been set for every hour. It doesn't matter when he starts work, it's been set for every hour running from midnight to midnight 7 days a week. So during the day, Kerry knows that his check-in schedule is every hour. So he sends a preset message, preset 1, before every hour. During the day, Kerry forgets to check in between 12 and 1 o'clock. At 1:01 PM, Salus sends a message to Kerry on the inReach. Check in due in 15 minutes. Please send the preset OK message to confirm you're OK, or preset custom to check out for the day. Kerry sends that preset message at 1:05. Salus confirms the status and waits for the next window at 3 o'clock. Why 3 o'clock? Because 1:05 is now in between 1 and 2 o'clock, so it counts as a check-in throughout that hour as well. If he had failed to respond to that message at 1:01, then by 1:15 an alert has been raised that he is now overdue. So Kerry's decided he's going to finish for the day just after his check-in for the 3 PM. So he packs up, heads back to the accommodation. The inReach is sitting in the vehicle cradle tracking all the way back to the motel. It's important that not just when they finish on a site, but because this particular situation, Kerry's actually staying away from the office, the obligations for the company don't end when he checks out of the site, they end when he gets back to the motel. So only when he's reached the motel does Kerry send the finish command to Salus. He selects the preset custom message, which is that third one on the list, and sends it to the Salus server and his manager. I'm checking out for the day, all safe back at base. Salus suspends the profile and waits for the next OK message to start again. This could be the next day. Now Salus has sent a message back to the device saying profile successfully suspended. So then Kerry knows it can safely turn the device off, knowing that he's checked out completely for the day. So how it looks online, we have a dashboard online where you can go and have a look, and you can see all the OK messages, and here you can see some custom messages from the previous day where a couple of the guys were checking out. But here they were checking in during the morning. So one of the great things about using an inReach device is you can actually pair it up using the EarthMate app. So you Bluetooth the pairing with the device. Now if you're using the 66i, you're using Garmin Explore rather than Garmin EarthMate. Freeform text messages from the phone contact list. You can get weather reports, you can do SOS activation and connection, and the maps that are available display offline. Using the EarthMate app, you can control the inReach device with map and functions. So you can drill down and see where you've been for the day. You've got the ability to do waypoints and routes. You look at your history, weather, SOS, and other options when it comes to setting up the device. It keeps your messages in the stacked from who they're from. So when you open up one of the stacks, like this one, open up from Simon, you'll see the fact that we've got messages coming in to the device and going out of the device. Also the ability is to activate the SOS direct from the app as well. For device monitoring, you can use the TrackME.life app. You download it from the app stores, enter the device display address in an email format. This is where we got that from the device management. Save the email address, and it has the ability to search by device and date. So when you've launched it from the associated address for your group, you're asked to add in your email address into here, and you go save the email address and then go get devices for the email address. These are the devices that were assigned to that email address, and you can click any one of those devices to see where it's been. Also down the right hand column here you can see the number of days since the device is being used. So these are active for that day or the last 24 hours, and this one here was not active in the last 4 days. When one of these devices have been selected, you've also got the ability to look at the date range here, and also the last known date by just selecting the checkered flag. You've got the ability to go out into full screen mode, and then if you choose this last icon on the right here, you've got a list of the messages. If you toggle the data, you can see just the messages going out and going back. The white symbols here are the ones when it's a tracking point that's been sent. But if we wanted to know where that particular one was sent on the 18th of March, you just click on it, it goes back to a page, back to the map, and shows you exactly where that was sent from. Emergency response is handled by direct to New Zealand Rescue Services and our 365-day 24/7 rescue centre, response centre. This is how, when you have an SOS in play, this is what shows up on your device. Picture here of the Westpac Rescue helicopter winching one of the crew members down. You have the ability to keep in communication with the rescue services, and they can keep you informed as to what's happening, how far out that rescue is. Under our resources, you can have a look on our TrackME NZ site for all the pieces of TrackME, our mapping, Salus for administration of messaging and profiles, Spot NZ for device details, and we've got hires, videos, downloads, forms and app downloads on there. So that's all from me for now. If you've got any questions, flick me an email, tony@trackme.life, or have a look on our website. Thanks for watching.